Warning: this video was created for educational purpose. The main goal is to provide scientific and public health related information in an understandable, easily digestible manner, with a portion of humor. Might contain disturbing disease-related images and information. Hello and welcome to another video. Today we'll have a look at cancer. Most importantly, the correlation between diet and nutrition on the one side and cancer risk on the other. Without further ado, let's start with a quick definition. What actually is cancer? As you know, our bodies are made up of cells. There are many distinct types of cells which can arrange themselves into tissues, and tissues on their turn can build up organs. And cancer on its turn can result from abnormal proliferation, or in other words, the fission, the mechanism of cell renewal of any of the different kinds of cells in the body. So there are more than 100 distinct types of cancer which can vary substantially in their behavior and response to treatment. The most important issue in cancer pathology is the distinction between benign and malignant tumors. A tumor is any abnormal proliferation of cells which may be either benign or malignant. A benign tumor, such as a common skin wart, remains confined to its original location, neither invading surrounding normal tissue nor spreading to distinct body sites. A malignant tumor, however, is capable of both invading surrounding normal tissue and spreading throughout the body via the circulatory or lymphatic systems, which is called metastasis. Only malignant tumors are properly referred to as cancers, and it is their ability to invade and metastasize that makes cancer so dangerous. Whereas benign tumors can usually be removed surgically, the spread of malignant tumors to distant body sites frequently makes them resistant to such localized treatment. And now let's jump over to some key facts provided by the World Health Organization in regard to cancer. Cancer is a leading cause of death worldwide, accounting for nearly 10 million deaths in 2020, or nearly 1 in 6 deaths. The most common cancers are breast, lung, colon and rectum, and prostate cancers. Around 1/3 of deaths from cancer are due to tobacco use, high body mass index, alcohol consumption, low fruit and vegetable intake, and lack of physical activity. Cancer-causing infections such as human papillomavirus, in short HPV, and hepatitis are responsible for approximately 30% of cancer cases in low and lower middle-income countries. Many cancers can be cured if detected early and treated effectively. And last but not least, further shocking cancer-related facts are 400,000 children develop cancer each year. Nearly 30 to 50% of cancers could be prevented. And finally, the estimated total annual economic cost of cancer in 2010 was as high as $1.16 trillion. Scientists have suspected for decades that nutrition has an important influence on the risk of developing cancer. Epidemiological studies as early as the 1960s showed that cancer rates varied widely between populations. Furthermore, experiments in animals showed that cancer rates could be altered by manipulating diet, with compelling evidence that restricting energy intake causes a general reduction in cancer development. Cancer is predicted to be the leading cause of death in every country of the world by the end of this century. And now let's have a look at distinct cancer types and their correlation to diet and nutrition. Colorectal cancer, which is the third most common cancer in the world. It has been related to such risk factors as overweight and obesity, as well as alcohol and smoking. Interestingly, in 2015, IARC classified processed meat as carcinogenic to humans and unprocessed red meat as probably carcinogenic, partly based on a meta-analysis reporting an increase in risk of 17%, 50 grams increment in consumption of processed meat, and 18% for each 100 grams increment in consumption of red meat. Furthermore, cooking meat at high temperatures can generate mutagenic chemical elements such as heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which increase the risk as well. On the other side, higher consumption of milk and calcium are associated with a moderate reduction in risk of colorectal cancer. Higher circulating concentrations of vitamin D are associated with a lower risk, as is physical activity. Consuming 10 grams more total dietary fiber a day is associated with an average 10% reduction in risk of colorectal cancer. Further analysis suggests that cereal fiber and whole grain cereals are protective. Breast cancer. Breast cancer is the second most common cancer in the world. Reproductive and hormonal factors are key determinants of risk. Obesity increases breast cancer risk in postmenopausal women. Furthermore, alcohol increases risk by about 10% for each drink consumed daily. On the other side, vegetable intake, dietary fiber were shown to reduce the overall risk. Isoflavones, largely from soya, have been associated with a lower risk of breast cancer as well. And finally, lung cancer. Lung cancer is the most common cancer in the world, and heavy smoking increases risk about 40-fold. Prospective studies have indicated that diets higher in fruits and vegetables are associated with a slightly lower risk of lung cancer in smokers. To summarize, this study reports on important risk factors and beneficial effects of specific dietary nutrients for distinct cancer types. The overall beneficial effect of vegetables, micronutrients, antioxidants, and vitamins has been shown. All of these cancer types have in general that obesity, smoking, and alcohol increase the overall risk. If you enjoyed this video, just hit the like button, click subscribe and activate the notification bell, because this helps me improve the quality of the content in the future.